Good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing this morning? It is a beautiful day today, even though I'm discombobulated, bad hair day, no lashes on. It's okay though. Still good. Today, I'm going to start off with some advertising. You guys, if you have small or large businesses, there's no business too big or too small for us. We have a budget for your business. You can call us at 256 712 2887. We have someone here that could answer the calls and just help you with whatever you need as far as advertising. You want people wrapped around your building and phones ringing off the hook. Give us a call, 256 712 2887. I have some announcements today. We have the Rock the Block Sunday, October the 22nd, Community Block Party on West Tennessee Street. You can call Councilwoman Katrina Simmons at 256 349 3879 to set up as a vendor or just if you need information about the Rock the Block. Jerusalem MB Church Homecoming Program is Sunday, October the 15th, beginning at 10:30 a.m. Pastor Albert Ingram Jr. of St. James Missionary Baptist Church in Florence will be delivering the message. The theme is Welcome Home. West Florence Community Meeting is at sorry. Okay, sorry, y'all. Pastor Pre Anniversary Banquet, Saturday, October the 21st at 5 p.m. Guest speaker, Pastor DeJuan Malone, Psalmist, Lady Rita Malone. It will be held at Woman of the World, 2114 Hilton Drive, Florence, Alabama, 35630. Tickets are $25 for 13 and up, $13 for 4 through 12. You could call Taisha Roulette at 540-522-5721 or Tina Kurtman at 256-415-0883. And Spring Hill Missionary Baptist Church of Florence, Alabama, will be having their Friends and Family Day on the 22nd of October. Asking people to wear pink, come out and support us for friends and family. Hashtag pack it out. Okay, guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll get right back at you. You're listening to 1 to 1500 AM WKAX, and you're listening to Mona B. Hello, everybody. I'm back. You're listening to WKAX 1500 AM. This is Mona B, and we will be talking about the first subject we'll talk about today. It's a grandma that went viral. She posted a picture, well, a video of her putting bread in her mailbox and saying that it was hot, so hot outside that it cooked her bread. And people are just going crazy over it. And they're wondering, did it really happen? Well, I am a chef and I bake also. So as hot as it has been outside, I wouldn't doubt it, because the way her mailbox is set up, it's like a metal mailbox surrounded by bricks and stuff. So it's just like a brick oven. And possibly it could cook in the mailbox. But she said that she just did it for fun. She liked having fun, and she was using her imagination. She's a child. She writes books for kids and stuff, so she has a vivid imagination, and that was pretty good. It got her a lot of likes, so big thumbs up to her. Her name was Roberta Wright. And the bread looked delicious, and they were eating it, and for some reason she just kept putting it in there and taking it out after she sliced it and stuff. So I don't know how sanitary that is, but that's what we do. I want to talk about chronic pain today. A lot of people that is in chronic pain. A lot of people don't show it. A lot of people don't express themselves, but chronic pain is real, and it's a struggle. I dealt with chronic pain for 3 years, and it was awful. It was the worst thing I ever been through. And if you know somebody that's in chronic pain, check on them. See how they're doing. They might not can cook. They might not can clean their house and stuff like that. We can always serve, be servants to people and just help them out when they need help. My situation with my back, I had chronic pain in my back for 3 whole years. It was nonstop pain. And I don't know. So at times I didn't know what to do, because I couldn't stand up no longer than 5 minutes at a time. When I washed dishes, I had to sit down. When I cooked, I had to sit down. It was pretty bad. I had to leave my job, get on short-term disability. It was a mental thing and a physical thing. So when you go through chronic pain, man, it's just like traumatic. It just messes with you mentally. And just go check on somebody. If you know somebody that's in chronic pain, go check on them, because it's real. Before I had that situation, I would see people and I'd be like, now they know they're not in that much pain. They can't possibly be in that much pain. But until it happened to you, please don't talk about nobody that's going through it. It started off with like bulging and herniated disc. And I hope this helps somebody, because I really didn't go to the doctor right away when I was feeling the pain, because I was just like, oh, it'll go away, or I'll take some Tylenol and it'll ease it and stuff like that. But I worked through the pain, and it got worse every time. It seemed like every month it was something different that was going on in my back. It was the bulging herniated disc. Then it was a pinched nerve. Then I had something they call spondylitis, and then the slip disc. And I just went through a lot when I was going through that stage in my life. And I was going to see surgeons and stuff, and it just seemed like didn't nobody want to help me.
Yeah, I was sitting there listening to you. You're talking about chronic pain. I know a lot of people. One thing that and you said people got to learn to help other people. You know, that's us as a servant. If you're a servant of God or a child of God, I feel that if you're doing your duties and you're doing what the Bible states for you to do is to serve. And we all should be serving no matter what. So it shouldn't take an issue of someone being ill or someone not being to the abilities of what they needed to do. They should actually be able to be willing to help no matter what. Because the Bible tells us each of us needs someone.
Yes.
And a lot of us feel that we're so independent and we don't need anyone. I think a lot of times, a lot of us don't get the help that we need because we're so prideful.
Yes.
And for me, I feel that pride is a sin. I mean, I think it
is. I'm not for sure, but I think it is.
It is stated in the Bible that pride is a sin, and so many of us take pride as, I don't want anyone helping me, but at the same time, you're sinning. It's just like if you stole something, if you sleeping with somebody's husband or whatever the situation may be, it's a sin is a sin.
Yes.
And the problem that so many people, the reason we can't serve, I think, to the full capacity of what we need to serve is basically because a lot of us cannot accept the help because we don't want to ask for help.
Right. And somewhere in the Bible, he working on me. Somewhere in the Bible, it says you have not because you ask not.
Right. And a lot of people don't ask for help. Even dealing with chronic pain, people still refuse to ask for that help.
And it's hard to me, it was hard. It was hard for me to ask for help because I don't know. I got to the point where I had to ask for help, you know.
But in the beginning, that was our pride. Your pride that was actually sitting forth to you that wouldn't allow for you to help. And then you get to the point where you need someone. And a lot of people feel like, okay, this hasn't just started, so why are you asking me for help now? So then we get mad at people because they're not helping us, but we put ourselves in that position.
I think I was more embarrassed.
Well, yes, I can see that. But at the same time, if we're living by the Bible, we can't be embarrassed by what we're doing. We have to learn to humble ourselves and do what the Lord has asked us to do. And it's not always saying that we're begging or whatever, but we still have to ask for the help and accept the help.
Yeah. And at times, it feel like you're begging. Especially when you're asking people that really don't want to help you.
Well, at the same time, that's on them because you done your part by not being prideful. But I'm getting to that point of my life because I've always been just so prideful myself. But at the same time, I feel like I miss blessings or I miss people being a blessing to me.
A lot of blessings.
Because of the situations I put myself in. You know, I refuse to ask for help. I refuse to ask anyone to help me because I always felt like that independent woman.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes that leads to more troubles or more problems. Now you got chronic pain. Then you got somebody, you ain't got nobody to ask because people are already like, well, she ain't gonna want no help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna help her because she don't want no help.
Yeah, she don't want no help. So it comes back to a whole lot of different reasons to me that people don't really give that help or give their assistance to others, even if they're sick. Because I have friends that has been sick and I go and take them, you know, I'm that servant.
I see you being that type of person, yes. And ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm that servant.
That's a beautiful thing.
And I go and I try to help people, but then at the same time, in the back of my head, there's Satan saying, you know what, these people done talked about you. They don't want your help. And at the same time, you get in your feelings. And then when you get in your feelings, then you're making a bigger mess out of a situation. Because I'm going to probably ease it in there and say something where, you know, if it wasn't for me, but I'm working on that too. I'm working on to fact of, you know what, we got to help people regardless of what they have done to us. We got to help people just because that's what we're commanded to do.
Yes, because I've had people say things about me. They don't know. I know they said things about me. You know what I'm saying? But I still help them anyway.
Right, right.
And
Because
my
you're
kid,
supposed to.
yeah, my kids were like, I can't believe you did that. And I was like, that's what we have to do.
Yeah, because that's what he has commanded us to do. Um, we're here, and like I said, we're talking about chronic pain, and we're talking about different things of that nature. I said I was going to jump on and help Mona out a little bit.
I appreciate
Mona was she was struggling this morning. She said, "Oh, I hadn't had my coffee."
Then I got my coffee and I don't have a cream.
And so I was listening to her, and then at that same moment, I said, "You know what? That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go and help, no matter what, because we don't want people to fail. We want people to succeed." So therefore, I said, "Let me just jump on for a minute, and just try to help her out, try to get her mind back right, get her back on the right station. That way, she can
Thank you.
come back and help y'all out." You're listening to 105 point. No. That's my sister station. See, she did it yesterday. But anyway, you're listening to WKAX 1500 AM, the winning worship radio. We'll be right back. We thank you. Don't go anywhere. Call a friend and tell them that Mona B is still here. She ain't gone nowhere. She gonna be back. She gonna be full spirit when she come back. So
drinking
we'll
this black coffee.
Drinking this black coffee. So she gonna be jumping on top of the table when y'all get back. So tune in, call a friend, call a neighbor, tell them we're here. It's morning, it's Tuesday, but we're here. And you're listening to WKAX 1500 AM, the winning worship radio. We'll be right back, y'all.
Good morning. I'm back. I want to thank Tamika for coming in and saving me. Yeah, we were talking about chronic pain and pride. Um, when you have chronic pain, it can also cause you to be mean. I noticed that while I was going through my ordeal. I was just mean, and I wasn't trying to be, but that pain was so bad that it flared up anger. So I stayed away from people. I just tried not to be around people, and that goes back to what Tamika was talking about, the pride thing. I didn't see it as pride, but I now that I look at it, it could have been. I like when I go to Walmart, I didn't want to ride in the little scooter things because I was like, it might be a little elderly person that needed more than I do, but I needed it bad. I looked up some things that reference pain and pride in the Bible. The biblical stories of Paul, Moses, and Jonah are a great example. In the story of Moses, God gave Pharaoh multiple chances to repent, and he didn't take it. In contrast, God gave Paul the chance to repent, and he humbled himself and changed his behavior. Paul chose to humble himself and receive God's grace and mercy and forgiveness. Remember, without repentance and change behavior, a prideful person is ultimately choosing sin. So pride is a sin, guys. Sometimes you have to set that pride aside and just humble yourself. I have some Bible verses that I found about pride. Let's go to Proverbs 8 and 13. It says, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. So it was another one that I had found. It was James 4 and 6. But he giveth more grace. Wherefore he saith, God resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. But he give more grace. Therefore it says, God opposes the proud, but give grace to the humble. And I feel like that's saying that we need to just sit back and humble ourselves, be humble, and just, I mean, I know you feel like, oh, I could do it myself, or I don't need nobody's help. I've been doing it by myself. Why do I need help? But we all need help, y'all. We all need somebody. We need something. We need to just sit down and reflect on the things that's going on in our lives and just be humble. But back to the chronic pain. Yes, I was at first when I was still working, it was just like I'll go to work and have to leave every day. And my boss, he acted like he couldn't understand it. And it just felt like to me everybody thought I was lying about my situation. But I've always worked. I always wanted to work. But sometimes things happen and it just sets you down and make you humble. So I had to humble myself, guys. I had to ask for help. I needed help. Sometimes I needed help walking. Sometimes I needed help sitting down. It hurt to lay down, and it was just nothing but pain. You guys can call in if you know anybody that's going through chronic pain. You can call 256-483-0750. You might be going through chronic pain. I, basically, what it boiled down to, I had to have surgery, and they were sending me to all these different surgeons. The first surgeon, he didn't want to touch me unless I lose like 30 pounds. The second surgeon, he told me that it was going to take 2 surgeries. And I was just like, I don't think I could deal with that, because they had to cut me in my stomach first and then cut me in my back. So it was just like a major surgery that I had to go through. And I'm just praying, like, God, tell me what to do, because I'm just not feeling comfortable with these surgeons that is before me. So I just waited and waited, because I just wasn't getting the results that I wanted. And then finally, I ran into this doctor, and man, when I tell you this doctor really listened to me, that's one thing about the doctors that I've come in contact with in this area. I'm not saying all doctors, but the ones that I've come in contact with, is just like they have horrible bedside manners. They have too many patients they're taking on, so they don't have time to listen to what's really going on with you. That's my experience. I don't know how your experience is, but that was my experience. And I just didn't feel comfortable with them cutting on me on my back with all the nerves in your back. No, I just didn't feel comfortable. So when I met the last surgeon that they sent me to, he talked about God, and I don't know, it was just something about him. I felt something about him that made me want to go on and do this surgery, because I always said ain't nobody ever gonna touch my back. But that pain was so bad that I had to change my mind. And I was like, I have to have some kind of relief, because it's got to get better. And I know that doctor stayed in my room for like 2 hours, y'all. We finna take a little break and let y'all listen to some music. You are listening to WKAX 1500 AM, and this is Mona B. Good morning, guys. We are back. You're listening to Mona B on WKAX 1500 AM. We were talking about chronic pain and pride. We was just saying we need to set our pride aside. Pride is a sin, and we just need to humble ourselves, you guys. Um, Tonight we have a city council meeting. The city council meeting is today at 5:30. So if you're interested about what's going on in the community and what's coming up, maybe you need to check that out. It's city council meeting at 5:30. I have some announcements to bring to you guys. We have a free event coming up. It's Rock the Block, Sunday, October the 22nd, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's a community block party on West Tennessee Street in front of Magnolia Garden. You can call Councilwoman Katrina Simmons at 256-349-3879 if you want to set up as a vendor or you have questions about the event. Jerusalem MB Church Homecoming Program, Sunday, October the 15th, beginning at 10:30 a.m. Pastor Albert Ingram Jr. of St. James Missionary Baptist Church, Florence, will be delivering the message. That church is located at 151 County Road 249 in Florence. We have a pastor's pre-anniversary banquet, Saturday, October the 21st at 5 p.m. Our guest speaker will be DeJuan Malone, psalmist Lady Rita Malone, Woodman of the World. It'll be held at Woodman of the World, 2114 Hilton Drive in Florence, Alabama. Tickets, $25 for 13 and up, $13 for 4 through 12. You could call Taisha Roulette at 540-522-5721 or Tina Kirkman at 256-415-0883. We also have Spring Hill Missionary Baptist Church, located at 1600 County Road 186. We will be having our Friends and Family Day, October the 22nd. So come on out. Galilee Missionary Baptist Church, located at 23001 County Road 14. Service starts at 9 a.m. So, guys, we were on chronic pain and talking about chronic pain. But before we go back into that, let's talk about some advertising. You guys need to come on and advertise with us. We have packages for large businesses. We have packages for small businesses. We have the WKAX 1500 AM and 105.1 FM. We have an app that people can look on and hear your advertising and stuff. So just come on and advertise with us. Jump on board. Let us help you. And you could tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we over here doing advertising. You could call us at 256-712-2887. But we were talking about chronic pain and pride and humbling yourself. It brought me to the story of the lady with the issue of blood in the Bible. She had suffered for 12 years. Okay, Luke 8:43 through 48. Now there was a woman who had been suffering from hemorrhages for 12 years. And though she had spent all she had on physicians, no one could cure her. She came up behind Jesus and touched the fringe of his clothes, and immediately her hemorrhaging stopped. Then Jesus asked, "Who touched me?" So this woman suffered for 12 years. And my understanding is she had to crawl to get to where she had to go. So knowing if Jesus was there, it was so many people around him. She probably got stepped on and everything, but she was determined to be healed. And the 3 years that I had suffered through my pain, man, I was ready. I was like, God, I trust you. And I felt like he sent that surgeon right on time, because he took that pain that I had that was beyond a 10, and I have no more pain in my back or legs. And I just feel great. I'm able to walk. I took for granted standing, because I used to sit down all the time. I used to be like, oh, I'm so tired. I got to sit down. I don't want to stand up. But now you see me, that's all I'm doing is standing up. I had to humble myself, and I'm healed. But God. But guys, I want to tell y'all to tune in to our sister station at 12 noon with the church secretary, Miss Tamika. And she'll have you some good topics to listen to today. I want to apologize for my me being unorganized this morning, but we made it through, guys. And I want to thank all of you for listening and watching. You could call us at 256-712-2887. Nobody called in. Nobody had no chronic pains that they want to talk to. I know I have a lot of people asking me who did my surgery, and it was Dr. Frutenberger of Sports Meds in Huntsville. He did my surgery. He is from Los Angeles, but he's a great surgeon, and God really blessed his hands, because I feel great. I feel wonderful. I might let me see if I can pull up another scripture for you guys before it's time to go. We don't have that much time to do anything, but Jesus, no. Excuse me. So the stories that we were talking about earlier about being overconfident and stuff. Peter was overconfident. After the Last Supper, Jesus and his disciples retreated to Mount Olives, and then Jesus told his disciple, "This very night, you will all fall away on account of me." And I'm gonna leave y'all with that that verse, and we're going to wrap it up for today. And tomorrow, I will be more prepared. I will have my coffee, and I will be ready. You're listening to WKAX 1500 AM, your faith frequency of your dial.